हमारे अंदर जो शक्तियाँ हैं, उसमें से एक शक्ति ऐसी है कि जो हमारे को परमेश्वर से संबंधित कर देती है। उस शक्ति का नाम कुंडलिनी है। वो हमारे रीढ़ की हड्डी में जो त्रिकोणाकार अस्थि है, उसमें सुप्तावस्था में रहती है। जब वो देखती है कि कोई ऐसा अधिकारी उसके आगे खड़ा हुआ है, तो वो स्वयं ही खड़ी हो जाती है। और जिस प्रकार ये रस्सी या ये कनेक्शन जिस प्रकार हम लोग मेन से लगा देते हैं, उसी प्रकार वो शक्ति हमें उस मेन से लगा करके और हमें परमेश्वर से संबंधित करती है। इसी प्रकार हम अपने आत्मा को जानते हैं।
ये बहार का समय है और इस समय अनेक लोग अपने सुकृतों को फलद्रूप होते हुए देखेंगे। आपने जो पुण्य पहले जन्म में किए हैं, उसके आज आशीर्वाद स्वरूप आपको आत्म साक्षात्कार होगा।
When the Kundalini rises, you actually can see the movement of Kundalini. There have been many people who have been talking of Kundalini awakening. Actually, none of them who say so have shown the rising of the Kundalini. The reason being, the Kundalini never rose. The Kundalini only rises when there is somebody who is already enlightened and who knows the job of rising the Kundalini.
आज हम लोग यहाँ ईसा मसीह का जन्मदिन मनाने के लिए उपस्थित हुए हैं। ईसा मसीह की जिंदगी बहुत छोटी थी और अधिक काल उन्होंने हिंदुस्तान में ही बिताया, कश्मीर में। सिर्फ आखिरी 3 साल के लिए वापस गए और लोगों ने उन्हें क्रॉस पर टांग दिया। ये सब कुछ विधि का लिखा हुआ। आज्ञा चक्र को खोलने के लिए उनको यह बलिदान देना पड़ा और इस तरह से उन्होंने आज्ञा चक्र की व्यवस्था करी। आज्ञा चक्र बहुत संकीर्ण, छोटा सा और आसानी से खुलने वाला नहीं, क्योंकि मनुष्य में जो स्वतंत्रता आ गई, उससे वो अहंकारी बन गया। इस अहंकार ने उसका आज्ञा चक्र है बंद कर दिया और उस बंद आज्ञा चक्र से निकालने के लिए अहंकार निकालना जरूरी है। और अहंकार निकालने के लिए आपको अपने मन पे ही काबू लेना पड़ता, लेकिन आप मन से अहंकार नहीं निकाल सकते। जैसे ही आप मन से अहंकार निकालने का प्रयत्न करेंगे, वैसे ही मन बढ़ता जाएगा और अहंकार बढ़ता जाएगा। अहम करोति सा अहंकार, हम करें। इसका मतलब अगर हम अपने अहंकार को कम करने की कोशिश करें तो अहंकार बढ़ेगा, क्योंकि हम अहंकार से ही वही कोशिश करते। जो लोग ये सोचते हैं कि हम अपने अहंकार को दबा लेंगे, खाना कम खाएंगे, दुनिया भर के उपद्व्याप। एक पैर पे खड़े हैं तो कोई सर के बल खड़ा है। हर तरह के प्रयोग लोग करते हैं अपने अहंकार को नष्ट करने, लेकिन इससे अहंकार नष्ट नहीं होता, इससे बढ़ता है। उपवास करना, जप तप करना आदि सब चीजों से अहंकार बढ़ता है। हवन से भी अहंकार बढ़े, क्योंकि अग्नि जो है वो राइट साइडेड है। जो कुछ भी हम कर्म कांड करते हैं, रिचुअल्स करते हैं, उससे अहंकार बढ़ता है। और मनुष्य सोचता है कि हम सब ठीक हैं। हजारों वर्ष से वही वही कर्मकांड करते रहता, और उल्टा सीधा सब मामला जो भी सिखाया गया वही वो कर रहा है। इसीलिए सहयोग कर्मकांड के विरोध में कोई भी कर्मकांड करने की जरूरत नहीं। और वो अतिशयता पे पहुंचना तो और गलत। अब इस अहंकार का इलाज क्या, वो सोचना चाहिए। इसका इलाज ईसा मसीह थे, और उन्होंने सिखाया है कि आप सबसे प्रेम करें, अपने दुश्मनों से भी प्यार करें। इसका इलाज उन्होंने प्यार बताया, और प्यार के सिवाय कोई इलाज नहीं। लेकिन ये प्यार परम चैतन्य का प्यार है। उन्होंने साफ साफ कहा कि आप अपने को खोजो, दरवाजे खटखटाओ तो दरवाजा खुल जाएगा। इसका अर्थ ये नहीं कि तुम जा करके दरवाजे खटखटाओ। इसका मतलब यह है कि अपने दिल के जो दरवाजे हैं उसे खोले। जिस आदमी का दिल छोटा होता है, जो कंजूस, वो आदमी कभी भी सहयोगी नहीं बन सकता। और दूसरी चीज जो बहुत जरूरी है कि आपको अगर गुस्सा आता है, इसका मतलब आपके अंदर बहुत ही अहंकार है। एकदम मैंने देखे गुस्से वाले लोग स्फोटक होते, और उसमें उन्हें शान आती है, बताते हैं मैं बड़ा गुस्से वाला हूं। ऐसे लोग सहयोग में नहीं आते। All those elements are within us. The highest of all, as we say, is the light. Because light has an effect, and that is governed by Jesus Christ. Light has an effect. Light shows things that are correct. That's the one which makes us understand all the dimensions of worldly things. And ultimately, when this light comes from the Spirit and is enlightened by the Spirit, then you start seeing the other dimensions also, which sometimes make you laugh, sometimes make you smile, and sometimes make you cry also. People on the other side had to work very hard, like Jesus Christ was born in a small manger, to show that divinity need not be born in royal families, can be born in a manger, can be born anywhere, makes no difference to the divinity. But that has given some funny ideas to people, that they are saying we should make ourselves miserable, and we should give away everything to God. God doesn't want it. He cannot have it, and you cannot give anything. It's a wrong idea that you become like a pauper and give everything to God. He doesn't want that. What He wants, that you have to be happy, joyous, and enjoy. That's the main point. Also, if you give little bit, very little bit to God, then He gives you 100 times more. That's why you have to give a very wee bit to God. But you don't have to hang yourself by the trees to prove that you want to sacrifice. Christ has done everything for you. That's the beauty of His life, is that from the very beginning of His birth, He has shown that He has enjoyed no material well-being, as we call it. He has not enjoyed any worldly things as we know of. But that just means that He has done that for us to see that there is no need for us to hanker after worldly things. They will hanker after us. You don't have to worry about these things. What you have to worry is the spirit, the main thing. All His life, which was very short, I should say, He has been trying. He was very much interested in evaluating people, because He didn't know what sort of things these human beings are. He was a foreigner for these human beings. So He tried to evaluate. And in that evaluation, He said many things which are very remarkable and one has to understand. One of the things He said, that don't throw your pearls before people who do not want to understand you. समझदारी और क्षमा, क्षमा ही मंत्र है जिससे आज्ञा चक्र छूट सकता है। अगर आपको किसी के प्रति कोई सी भी गलतफहमी है, किसी के प्रति आपको द्वेष है, या किसी के भी प्रति हिंसा की वृत्ति है, तो आपका आज्ञा ठीक नहीं हो सकता। जो भी आपको करना है वो प्रेम के द्वारा। आपको किसी को कहना भी है तो इसलिए कहना है कि उसका जीवन निर्मल हो जाए। अब ऐसा मत नहीं कि आपने बच्चों को खराब करे। बच्चों को पूरी तरह से आपको डिसिप्लिन में लाना चाहिए, और उसके लिए आप में खुद होना चाहिए डिसिप्लिन। आप में अगर डिसिप्लिन नहीं रहेगा तो आप अपने बच्चों को ठीक नहीं कर सकते। ईसा मसीह का जीवन जो था उसके बारे में बहुत कम लिखा गया है, लेकिन उनके अंदर इस कदर डिसिप्लिन थी, इस कदर उन्होंने सहा और अपने जीवन से दिखा दिया। उनके विवाह की भी जरूरत नहीं थी, उन्होंने विवाह नहीं किया। इसका ये मतलब नहीं कि वो विवाह के विरोध में है। ऐसी गलतफहमी करके लोग बैठे हुए हैं कि विवाह के विरोध में। The another thing He has told us, which is very important, I think, that we must forgive. He has given the greatest weapon, that we must forgive. Now, it's such a practical thing to forgive. If you just forgive, the person doesn't exist anymore, and the person doesn't trouble you anymore, nor is he in your attention. Just to forgive is the simplest thing to do and the highest thing to do to get relief from worldly or mental tortures that we get. His life has been a story
of spirituality, going through all kinds of turmoils and tortures, all types of troubles that the spirit can go through to show that nobody can kill that spirit. As he said in the Gita, Nainam chidanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavaka, na chainam kledayantyapo, na shosayati maruta. It cannot be killed, it's an eternal life. And he tried to prove through his life the eternity. From the beginning to the end, he showed that spirit is above matter, that nothing can dominate spirit. It's a very big thing he has done for us, is to create such a big confidence in our spirit. Such a great happening has taken place about 2000 years back. But today is the time for us to utilize that great advent on this earth. To understand Christ, first of all, we have to know that he was just nothing but Omkara. He was just made of vibration. And that is why he was resurrected. And he was detached because of his very nature. And so we too have to understand that we have to be detached first from our thoughts. And that, as you know, is achieved if you know how to forgive others. But there's another very subtle attachment people have, that those who are born in Christian religion think that Christ is their own and that he resides in their pocket. So those who have not lived like Christians, only have taken the name of Christianity, are not in the real sense the people who follow Christ. So now we have to change ourselves and follow him in our lives. Unless and until we imbibe him in our lives, we have not understood the greatness of his advent. Just because we are Christians or so-called Christians, to believe we have much to do about him and to be identified with him is absolutely wrong. We have to imbibe all his qualities. It was a living example of a very great advent that he came on this earth and led such a pure and a holy life. Try to develop your purity and holiness and a powerful holiness and a powerful auspiciousness which does not get contaminated but fights whatever is anti-God, whatever is anti-Christ. So today is a day where we are celebrating his birthday again. And on this day, let him be born within us. Let him be born in our character, in our behavior, in our temperament. He was a detached man, not attached to material things, nothing of the kind. He lived like a carpenter's son in a very uncomfortable life. Absolutely. And he never bothered about small things of life. Just see within yourself. And this is the thing we have to develop now. We have to cleanse ourselves from within. You have to be uncomfortable with yourself, not in without. You have to be uncomfortable with what bad things we have within ourselves and not from without. Take your attention from outside inward as Christ lived a life which was inward. He was not living outside, he was living inside himself. And that's what we have to today understand on this day, that our new birth should take us inward. Our worry should be for our inward comfort and not for outward comfort. What about the inward dirt and filth? What about the inward thoughts that are contaminating us? What about the silly ideas that are still on our heads? Take them away, throw them away, and be again born like the lotus, like Christ. who all his life lived like this, died for us and was resurrected. So we have such a great example to be imbibed within ourselves, in our character, in our lives. This is I'm saying again and again because we really get confused. We think if we have a sort of a passport, we are all right. No, that's not so. It's the becoming within yourself of Christ-like behavior. And the greatest of all is forgiving. Forgive. The forgiveness, which is so lacking in us. You see. Unless and until we develop that, this ego has to go away. If you have to be Christians, we have to be egoless. And that's what one has to understand that when we talk of Christ's birth, such a beautiful time, though he was born in complete discomfort, he could have born in a king's place. He could have born anywhere. So, for you, it is important that you must rise higher. Higher and see how he was born in the manger. In a such uncomfortable place where there were all kinds of cows and cow dung and everything was spread there. And he just didn't burn up. He just got his birth in a place which you would not like to even visit or to sit there. And the mother cleaned the whole thing for him. And he was born there, a sparkling star of the heavens, to cleanse it. Because if you are clean, you clean others. So, this today, the great day of his advent, let us celebrate in this great country of yoga that the auspiciousness, the holiness, and the complete detached temperament of Christ we are going to imbibe within ourselves. Those who worship him must express his character, his life. The materialist, how can they talk of Christ as just character because there was no material thing in his body? He had no matter in him. He was just vibrations. That's how he walked on the water. So how can materialists ever claim anything about Christ? I can't understand. This is the problem one faces when one sees how we are juxtaposition of what we proclaim. Now, this is the part which we have to achieve. And once you achieve it, you'll be amazed that God looks after. How a flower flourishes in the wilderness, how it gets its water, how it is looked after, how it is so beautiful. It's not bothered. In the same way, when you become that beautiful being, which is the spirit, you are looked after. You get all the blessings, all the joy, because the source of joy is that. Absolutely. But when you cover it with your ego, that joy you cannot see. So just try to clean that ego somehow. See your ego, oh Mr. Ego, you are there, get out. Take it out with affection, with kindness towards yourself and towards others. Try to rise higher and higher into that realm which Christ has created for us. In the limbic area, where it is the kingdom of God. So, just put your hands up. Now you have to do a few things. First of all, you must forgive yourself. Very important. You must forgive yourself. Because if you don't forgive, you feel guilty. And when you feel guilty, what happens? The center on this side, this one, Vishnudev, gets into trouble, into great trouble. And because of that, you cannot feel the vibrations. Also, with this kind of a thing happening in you, the result could be very serious. You can get angina as one of the diseases, or also you can get spondylitis. So you should not feel in any way guilty about it. Whatever has happened in the past is past. We are not talking of the past, we are talking of the present. So just forgive yourself, forgive yourself. Now, second thing you have to do is to forgive others. It's very important. But they say it's very difficult to forgive others. Whether you forgive or don't forgive, actually you don't do anything. Logically you don't do anything. But if you do not forgive, then you torture yourself for nothing at all and play into the hands who have troubled you. So best thing is to forgive. Leave them alone. Just forgive them. It's very important because if you do not forgive, the center here where I put the red mark, which is known as the Agya Chakra, gets into trouble. And it's a very constricted chakra. So to open the chakra, best thing is to forgive. Please forgive everyone. Forgive yourself and forgive everyone. Now you can close your eyes if you want to and bend your head a little. Now put your right hand towards me and with the left hand you see if there's a cool or a hot breeze coming out of your fontanelle bone area, which was a soft bone in your childhood. Please put your hand up, not away, but up and moving it on sides to find out if there's a cool breeze coming out of your fontanelle bone area. It could be also hot. It could be hot if you have not forgiven others and not forgiven yourself. It could be hot. It doesn't matter. Please see for yourself with your left hand if there's a cool breeze coming out of your. Now, please put your left hand towards me, bend your head and see for yourself with the right hand if there's a cool or a hot breeze coming out of your head. Once more, again, once more. Again, put your left hand on top of your forehead, bend your head. On top of your head, on the fontanelle bone area, just see if there is cool or a hot breeze coming out. If it is hot, please forgive yourself and forgive others. Please bend your head. See for yourself if there's a cool or a hot breeze coming out of your fontanelle bone area, which was a soft bone in your childhood. Now you put both your hands towards me like this. And see for yourself if there is a cool or a hot breeze coming in your hand, on your fingertips, or on the palm. Just see for yourself. Now, just put hands like this, not like that, but hands in an open way.
all those who have felt cool breeze on the fingertips or on their palms or out of their fontanelle bone area or hot breeze, please raise both your hands. Please raise both your hands. Most of you. What's the problem? Most of you. May God bless you.